You ever watch a grown man stare at a blueberry pie like it's a crime scene? Because that's exactly what happened last Sunday when my grandpa, yes, my 82-year-old, pie-loving, never-missed-a-meal grandpa, took one look at his favorite dessert and said, "No, thank you." The entire room went silent. I swear, even the mashed potatoes got cold. We thought maybe it was a joke. Maybe he was testing us. Maybe it was Aunt Linda's new sugar-free crust experiment again. Bless her heart, she tries. But no, Grandpa really, truly, wasn't hungry. And that was the moment everything changed. Backhand index pointing right. Ever had a family member suddenly lose their appetite? Comment below. It might not be what you think. And hey, while you're here, like, share, and subscribe. Because this story might just save someone you love. It was Sunday dinner, a weekly tradition so sacred, we practically printed programs. Roast chicken, garlic bread, sweet corn, a salad nobody touched, and of course, Nana's famous blueberry pie. Grandpa had his spot at the head of the table, right next to the window. He always said he liked the light. I think he just liked watching squirrels fight. He sat down, smiled politely, and picked at his food. But something was off. Usually, he'd be cracking jokes about how dry the chicken was, or telling us for the 1000th time about how he met Grandma during a pie-eating contest. Yes, that's real. And yes, she won. But that night, not a word, not a bite, just silence. Even the dog looked concerned. And trust me, when the golden retriever stops begging for table scraps, something is seriously wrong. Even Nana, who's usually unshakable, gave me a look like, "You better fix this before I do something drastic, like make broccoli casserole again." You'd think we were trained medics the way we reacted. Uncle Bob immediately checked his pulse. Aunt Linda asked if he smelled burning toast. Nana looked like she might faint. Even Cousin Jen whispered, "Is this how it starts? You know, the end." Which I know sounds dramatic, but when someone who lives for food suddenly loses interest, it hits you like a brick. We asked him everything. Are you in pain? Do your teeth hurt? Did we offend you? Do you secretly hate blueberry pie and just lied to us for 50 years? He shrugged. "I'm just not hungry." And that, my friends, is the scariest sentence an old person can say at dinner. The next morning, Nana tried to bribe him with bacon. He passed. Uncle Bob brought him donuts. Nothing. Jen ordered Thai food. He sniffed it, then walked away. That's when we declared it. Operation Grandpa. Let me tell you what happens next in a family full of half-medical licensed Google experts. We dove in hard. Cousin Jen read WebMD out loud like it was Shakespeare. Every symptom, from hair loss to toenail fungus, became relevant. Uncle Bob started testing Grandpa's memory. What year is it? Who's the president? What's my middle name? Spoiler, Grandpa got them all right, and then added, "Your middle name is irrelevant, Bob." But deep down, we were worried, because we knew it wasn't about pie. It was about something else. That night, Nana cornered me in the kitchen. "He's fading," she whispered. "I can feel it." And for the first time in my life, I saw fear in her eyes. 2 days later, we sat in Dr. Feldman's tiny office, surrounded by outdated magazines and that fake plant that's always dusty. Dr. Feldman listened, nodded, asked Grandpa a few questions, and then he said, gently, "It's very common in seniors. Sometimes it's medical. Sometimes it's emotional. Often it's both." He gave us the rundown. Medication side effects, loss of taste and smell, depression, early memory decline, social isolation, and yes, dental issues. Basically, growing old is like playing a game of Jenga. Everything's connected and one piece falls, the rest follow. But what really hit me was when Grandpa admitted, "I just don't feel needed anymore." What's the point of eating when you're just waiting to go? Yeah, that one hurt. That night, we changed the rules. No pushing, no pity, no eat or else. Instead, we sat with Grandpa, played his favorite old jazz records, told him dumb stories, made fun of Uncle Bob's weird socks. We didn't talk about food. We just let him be. And eventually, he reached for a bread roll. Victory. one small bite at a time. And that night, we laughed, not because things were fixed, but because they were honest. And honest moments, in a family like ours, are where the healing begins. Turns out, Grandpa's taste buds had retired early, so we got creative. Spiced up soups, tangy lemon dressings, roasted garlic, everything. And once, we made bacon ice cream. It was gross, but he laughed so hard, he cried. Even better, Grandpa started teaching Jen how to cook. Not fancy recipes, just real food. Potato salad, cornbread, baked beans. We learned his secret chili recipe, the real one, not the fake one he gave us years ago. And suddenly, he wasn't just eating. He was living. One meal became 2, then 3, then snacks. "Don't tell Nana," he whispered once, "but I snuck a Twinkie at midnight." Why seniors stop eating? Real reasons. Let's be real. This happens more than we talk about. Here's what might be behind it. 1. Depression, feeling lonely or useless. 2. Medications can ruin appetite or cause nausea. 3. Mouth pain, bad dentures, toothaches, dry mouth. 4. Digestive issues, acid reflux, constipation. 5. Loss of senses, food just tastes meh. 6. Cognitive decline, forgetting to eat or not realizing it's mealtime. 7. Grief, unspoken loss, friends passing, routine changing. 8. Lack of purpose, the big one nobody talks about. If your loved one stops eating, don't panic. Ask gently, observe, love. Sometimes the body's hungry, but the soul is starving. A month later, Sunday dinner rolled around again. Same table, same pie, but this time, Grandpa took a bite, smiled, and said, "This pie should be illegal." Everyone cheered. Even the dog barked in celebration. And Grandpa, he started telling us stories again. Stories we'd never heard before. About war. About love. About pie contests. Because when someone eats, really eats, they're not just feeding their body. They're reconnecting with life. He even made a joke. Better start hiding the cookies again. I'm back. So what did we learn? Sometimes, food isn't just food. Sometimes, silence at dinner is louder than yelling. Sometimes what heals a person is pie and laughter and feeling like they still matter, because aging is hard. But love is the secret sauce. So next time your grandparent says, "I'm not hungry," don't just shrug. Sit down. Ask them how they feel. Put on music. Share memories. Bring pie. Because sometimes, one bite is all it takes to bring someone back to life. If this story moved you, please hit like, share with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more real, funny, heartwarming stories. Speech balloon, drop your story in the comments. Have you ever noticed a sudden change in a loved one's eating? Backhand index pointing right, you might just help another family by sharing.